The Lustrous Odyssey event is starting today in Pokemon Go, or maybe it has already started for you guys, but I'm going to give you the top tips, tricks, and strategies to help you guys max out, as well as how do you get the brand new Dusk form of Lycanroc in Pokemon Go. So let's find that all out in this video. Welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. Another day and another event in Pokemon Go. So this event is kind of cool because it is releasing the Dusk form of the Lycanroc, which is pretty cool. However, the one thing that is a little bit not so cool is that you can't evolve your old ones. So this specific thing that we will talk about in this video is going to be all about evolving Lycanroc in a tip that you're definitely going to want to check out. If you just need the timestamps for that, just get right to it. But for this one, let's keep getting on with the tips because this event is going down on Saturday the 6th from 10 a.m. and that's going to go all the way till Wednesday, January 10th at 8 p.m. There's going to be a couple things going on with buddies. So we're going to get more souvenirs and presents from our buddies, and that's good because if we are getting souvenirs, we are getting something great. We're getting the interaction point with your buddy, which reminder is going to help you get your buddy excited faster. So if you want to see the complete video of how to get your buddies excited faster with all the new techniques, check out this video up here. Your buddy's going to spend more time on the map, and then we are also going to be getting eggs during the adventure sync. We'll also now be able to get Rockruff with the ability to evolve into the Dusk form of the Lycanroc. Okay, so we're going to have spawns and everything of the like, but let's start breaking it down with our top tips, starting off with tip number 1. The spawns of the event are going to be as follows. We do have Ghastly, and every Pokemon will be a shiny unless I say it will not be a shiny. Okay, so Ghastly, just a reminder, Ghastly goes all the way into Mega Gengar, which is the strongest ghost type in the game. Not only that, is a Mega level 3 potential because it is a ghost and a poison type Pokemon, so you do want to have at least one of these Pokemon at Mega level 3, which will help out getting you more XL candy in the game. We are going to have Eevee, we are going to have Spinarak, we are going to have Sunkern, we are going to have Teddiursa, we're going to have Lunatone, we're going to have Solrock, Yungoos, Fomantis, Morlul, and then we're going to get Espeon and Umbreon. Okay, so Morlul, Umbreon, and Espeon are all going to give additional Stardust, which is a very positive thing. So you're going to get more Stardust every single time you catch it. For the Espeon and the Umbreon, they can also be shinies in the wild according to Leakduck right now. So I think that is going to be the case, so that should be the case. So good luck trying to find one of those in the wild. I think it would be cool. They seem to be rarer spawns during this event, but it would be pretty cool. But as far as meta attackers, the really only meta attacker that we have out there is going to be Gengar, all the way into Mega Gengar. Gengar also with the Shadow Punch, Shadow Ball combination is going to be a pretty good regular meta attacker in the budget form. It also has a Shadow Out, so you can stock up on the XO candy. And additionally, Sylveon is a pretty decent fairy type attacker. Not the top one, but it's pretty decent. But as far as PvP goes, in the Ultra League, the Gengar in the Shadow form is going to be 60. In the regular form, it's going to be 72 with Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Shadow Punch. Shadow Punch being the Calm Day move that's going to need an Elite Charge TM. The 100% PvP IVs will be a 0, 15, 14. And then in the Master League, not super well ranked, but 110 for the Shadow. And let's talk about Eevee because Umbreon works well here. Great League 69 with Snarl, Foul Play, and Last Resort, which will be an Elite Charge TM move at a 0, 15, 15. And then in the Ultra League, it's ranked 93, and that's all 15, 15, 15s, all maxed out to level 50, and even to 51 with the Best Buddy boost will work here because it stays below 2,500. And then the Sylveon in the Master League will be under 100, but it is actually ranked 96 with Charm, Moonblast, and Psyshock, which was its Calm Day evolution move. And beyond that, for PvP, there's not really too much going on here. So guys, get yourself a shiny, enjoy the spawns, but the spawns are not the main thing of this event because that's going to lead us into tip 2. Here we are going to focus on our eggs. We can have 2-kilometer eggs and 7-kilometer eggs. Either of them can get yourself a Rockruff. And in tip number 3, we're going to start talking about how to get the Dusk form of the Lycanroc, but let's cover this here right now. In the 2-kilometer eggs, we can get Pichu, Igglybuff, Togepi, Tyrogue, Smoochums, Larvesta, Rockruff, Fomantis, Lechonk, as well as Smoliv. Okay, so Smoliv, unfortunate spawn in there, but we can get the Rockruff in there, and then we can also get Larvesta. Larvesta, 855 is the 100% IV coming from Egg Hatch. 281 for the Tyrogue because that is a little bit rarer of all the babies. It's been out the least amount of time since all of the other ones. And 543 is going to be the 100% IV for the Rockruff. So those are going to be all of the eggs for 2-kilometer eggs, but that's not all because we have 7 kilometers as well. Alolan Sandshrew, Alolan Vulpix, Alolan Meowth, Galarian Meowth, Alolan Geodude, Galarian Ponyta, Galarian Slowpoke, Galarian Farfetch, Alolan Grimer, Paldean Wooper, Galarian Zigzagoon, Galarian Darumaka, Galarian Stunfisk, and then Rockruff. So goodness gracious, that's a lot of Alolan Alolan and Galarian Pokemon in an egg pool. I kind of like it, but I also at the same time don't really want to hatch a lot of those other ones that have already been out, and I've already hatched quite a bit of them. I think the only shiny in there that I need is going to be the Galarian Meowth, but beyond that, I have all the rest of those, and I do believe at some point that Galarian Meowth will make its way into an event spawn, whether it be a regular event or whether it be at a Go Fest, and that will be the time for me, because just a reminder, patience pays off in Pokemon Go. But if you really want to just go for the Rockruffs in the 7-kilometer eggs, that's an option for you. But now let's find out tip 3. Learning about how to get the Dusk form of the Lycanroc. Okay, so this is basically just a chance. But how to get these Pokemon, you are basically going to randomly hatch or catch this Pokemon in field research, or I guess raid for it at some point. And if this Pokemon is available to evolve into this Pokemon, it will have the ability. And if not, it won't. So it's pretty much just a chance. There's nothing you can really do to this Pokemon that will influence it to be. And even further, you need a newly hatched or caught one of these Pokemon. So if you have any Rockruffs from the previous raids, eggs, whatever you've done to be able to achieve them, they will not be able to go into this Dusk form. These have to be the new encountered ones that have this trait to be able to go into the Dusk form. And if not, it's going to be either the midnight or the midday version of them. And the midday obviously is going to be an evolution during the daytime, and the midnight version is going to be an evolution during the nighttime. And that's what it is. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? So now that you know how to randomly get it, let's see how you can potentially get some of these Rockruffs in the field research in tip 4. The field research is actually stacked up and amazing. So hatch an egg can be a Hisuian Sneasel, 879 is 100% IV. Then we have hatch 2 eggs, which can be a Hisuian Growlithe, 566 is the 100% IV. And the rarer ones is going to be hatch 3 eggs or win 2 raids, and that's going to be a Rockruff encounter. 100% IV will be 407 coming from the field research. And then we're going to have the next stages of the timeless research. So there are 2 phases that are out and available for us to see. In stage 5, hatch 3 eggs for 5 raspberries, power Pokemon 10 times for 15 Pokeballs, and walk 10 kilometers for 5 Pinap berries, for 1000 XP, 750 Stardust, and 1 incubator. And then in stage 6, we have complete 10 field research tasks for 2500 XP, power up a Pokemon 10 times for 10 revives, and earn 15 hearts with your buddy for 2500 Stardust, 2500 XP, 750 Stardust, and then you're going to get a Rockruff encounter. And that's all we know for this research, which is then going to lead us into tip number 5. Tip 5, we have raid battles going on. So in tier 1 raids, we have Hisuian Growlithe. We're going to have Rhyhorn, kind of a random spawn in there, and it's not even in the wild, so I'm not really sure why it's going to be in there. We're going to have Hisuian Sneasel, and then we are going to have the Rockruff. So if you didn't get enough Rockruff raids and you want to keep going, now's the time. However, if you don't want to be driven nuts and you want to not be paywalled by this shiny, what you can do is just skip over it. But I know some of you guys can't do that, and it's not in your nature, so enjoy whichever one of you like. But for me personally, I might do a couple raids in person, but I'm really more of a legendary raider. I'm not really a shiny tier 1 and tier 3 raider, but you guys can make that decision to you. But just a reminder, if you are going into raids, be okay that if you don't get the shiny, you are not disappointed. Maybe you feel like, that's kind of a bummer, but you're not like, man, I think I'm gonna quit this game over it. Because if that is a feeling that you do have, I suggest you guys just skip over those raid battles. In tier 3, we have Lapras, Aerodactyl, Hisuian Braviary, and then we also have the Weirdeer going in there as well. As far as the tier 5 raids, we are gonna be getting Buzzwole in the Americas, Pheromosa in Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and then for the Asia Pacific region, we're going to be getting Xurkitree. I'm still pretty shocked that there's no shinies out for those specific Pokemon. Being that they've already released a shiny Guzzlord as well as the Nihilego doesn't really make too much sense, but hey, it is what it is. And then on the 10th, we are going to be switching over into the Therian form of the Tornadus. And then we have the Mega Ampharos. Don't forget that Mega Ampharos is a Dragon and Electric type combination. It's a great Mega level 3, so make sure you have enough Mega energy of that Pokemon. And then on the 10th, we're going to be switching over into Mega Medicham. Mega Medicham is a fantastic Pokemon. Once again, not strong in either of the categories, but it is a Psychic and it is a Fighting type. And those two combinations do well as a Mega level 3. So that's going to be everything you need to know here, guys. Basically, enjoy hunting the shinies. I would say that if you're not into paywalls, you can get around the paywalls with field research tasks. I would say that the Rockruff field research tasks are more than likely going to be pretty rare. So pretty much play, enjoy yourself, and enjoy, for the most part, getting your buddies excited, because buddy excitement is going to be an easy way to be able to happen right now. Not only are you going to get these souvenirs from your buddies, you're also going to walk, you're going to interact every single interaction by getting it on the map or just giving it a berry. Then you're going to pet your buddy, then you're going to take a snapshot, then you're going to battle with your buddy, and then you're going to do a route with your buddy. And if you do that with a souvenir, set a 30-minute timer, do it all again in 30 minutes, and then if it doesn't get excited by then and you haven't walked that full 2 kilometers, do it one more time, and by that second time you will definitely have your buddy excited, as long as you get that 2-kilometer walk and you are achieving all of that. Like I said in the beginning of the video, check out that video because it helps you get around having poffins from things in this game. You don't need poffins, but you need a strategy if you don't want to spend all this money. And while you are playing, put in a good strategy to help you get this. So thank you guys for being here as always. Love and appreciate you guys. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation, 2x of I'll see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.